Hey, what's going on, guys? Jaybirds here. This is everything you need to know about the Cedar Waxwing. The Cedar Waxwing is a medium-sized, silky bird with a large head, short neck, and a short, wide bill. Waxwings have a crest that often lies flat and droops over the back of the head. The wings are broad and pointed like a starling's, and their tail is fairly short and square-tipped. Their colors include a shiny collection of brown, gray, and lemon yellow accented with a subdued crest, rakish black mask, and a brilliant red wax droplets on the wing feathers. The name waxwing comes from these waxy red secretions found on the tip of the secondaries of some of the birds. The exact function of these tips is not known, but they may help attract mates. Cedar waxwings with orange instead of yellow tips began appearing in the northeastern US and southeastern Canada in the 1960s. The orange color is a result of a red pigment picked up from the berries of an introduced species of honeysuckle. If a waxwing eats enough of the berries while it's growing a tail feather, the tip of the feather will be orange. Cedar waxwings are social birds that you're likely to see in flocks year-round. In the fall, they gather by the hundreds to eat a variety of berries, filling the air with their high, thin whistles. They sit in fruiting trees, swallowing berries whole or plucking them in mid-air with a brief, fluttering hover. Many birds that eat a lot of fruit separate out the seeds and regurgitate them, but the cedar waxwing lets them pass right through. Scientists have used this trait to estimate how fast waxwings can digest fruits. The cedar waxwing is one of the few North American birds that specializes in eating fruit, and it can survive on fruit alone for several months. As such, the brown-headed cowbird, a parasitic species known for laying eggs in different species' nests, typically don't survive in waxwing nests because the cowbird chicks can't develop on such a high fruit diet. Cedar waxwings inhabit deciduous, coniferous, and mixed woodlands, particularly areas among streams. You may also find them in old fields, grasslands, sagebrush, and even along desert washes. With the spread of ornamental berries in landscaping, cedar waxwings are increasingly common in towns and suburbs. In winter, cedar waxwings are most abundant around fruiting plants in open woodlands, parks, gardens, forests, edges, and second-grown forests. Birds that winter in the tropics tend to inhabit highlands. Cedar waxwings are often heard before they're seen, so learn their high-pitched call notes. Look for them low in berry bushes, high in evergreens, or along rivers and over ponds. Be sure to check big flocks of small birds. Waxwings are similar to starlings in size and shape, and often form big unruly flocks that grow, shrink, divide, and rejoin like starting flocks. During courtship, males and females hop towards each other, alternating back and forth and sometimes touching their bills together. Males often pass a small item like a fruit, insect, or flower petal to the female. After taking the fruit, the female usually hops away and then returns, giving back the item to the male. They repeat this a few times until typically the female eats the gift. Cedar waxwings have a strong, steady fight style with fairly constant wing beats. Building a nest takes a female cedar waxwing 5 to 6 days and may require more than 2,500 individual trips to the nest. They occasionally save time by taking nest materials from other birds' nests, including nests of eastern kingbirds, yellow-throated vireos, orioles, robins, and yellow warblers. Cedar waxwing populations were stable between 1966 and 2019, and in some areas showed increases according to the North American Breeding Bird Survey. Partners in Flight estimates a global breeding population of 64 mil and rates them 6 out of 20 on the Continental Concern Score, indicating a species of low conservation concern. The increases in cedar waxwing populations are probably in part because of reversion of fields to shrublands and forests and the use of berry trees such as mountain ash in landscaping. Cedar waxwings are vulnerable to window collisions as well as being struck by cars as the birds feed on fruiting trees along roadsides. Furthermore, because they eat so much fruit, cedar waxwings occasionally become intoxicated or even die when they run across overripe berries that have started to ferment and produce alcohol. Well, there you have it. Everything you need to know about cedar waxwings. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. This has been Toussaint filling in for J-Balls. It's been a real fun doing voiceover work. I've been a real big fan of his channel for years. I really like this channel because it's like a cosmic gumbo between bird watching and educational videos. Well, catch y'all on the next one. Gig 'em. Shaka's up. Bruh. I'm about to...